Hello all and welcome to Wayne's Allotment. So, what have I got for you this time round to have a butcher's look at? Well, it's a plot tour, simple as that. I thought to myself, I better get one in. So I'll take you around the allotment and you can have a nose at everything. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's watching my videos. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and remember that if you subscribe, click on the bell and you'll be notified every time I put a new video up. So without further ado, let's crack on, and here's me plot tour. Morning all. I just thought I'd give you a quick walk round to the allotment. So here we go, just show you how close I am. It's a nice day. It's 3rd of July. I've got always got some weeding that needs doing. And I've got some beetroot that I want to put in. So let's go and have a nose. As you can see, I'm not that far of a walk because I am literally almost there. Round the corner. This privet edge is nice. The smell is lovely, and as you can see and hear, no doubt loads of bees. And here we are. Here's my allotment site. So I'll bring you back when I've got the gates open. Right, I'm through the gate, so let's go up to my plot. Give you a bit of a tour as we go along. There's why you can hear the trains. That's why when you hear my videos or watch my videos, what am I talking about, hear my videos? When you watch them, that's why you can hear the trains, because they are literally on my doorstep. So that's a good idea. Now got 2 on there, look, really good. There's brassicas in one, onions sown in the other, and changes them round. We've got 1 or 2 plots on here that are neglected, been left. As you know, I've got one immediately next to me. In fact, I'll show you what I'm sort of surrounded with, and why I have a bit of a problem with weeds. But yes, you can see that's my 2 plots, but there's that one that's been left, and I've let's just have a look. As you know, I've popped some pumpkins in, just odd ones, not particularly doing that well, but they are getting watered, but they're not doing brilliantly. But as you can see, I get overrun along here with the mare's tail. Yes, I need to get that out. To a point, I'm a little bit disgusted with myself with regards showing you this, but it is what it is. There's a plot here that somebody took on early on in the year, covered it. In fact, they dug all this, dug all that over. They dug basically all this that's covered in the black, netted it, or sheeted it over and left it. But as you can see, loads of weeds. This has not been taken, this has been like this for about 2 years now. And then we've got what is classed as a communal area, which is this here. Now this is right next to my plot. When I let me turn you around a bit. When I took on this plot behind me, this was all part of it, and the committee at the time, or chairman or somebody, decided, oh, let's turn this into a communal garden. Be nice, that will. It's basically become just weed infested. If they'd have left it, there was strawberries, gooseberry bushes and so on. There still is a gooseberry bush. Let me just go down here. There still is a couple of gooseberry bushes here, but there was some strawberries laid out here. It wasn't too bad, but they decided to put that fence in, put those roses in. I think the reason it got done is because of those apple trees. There was some sort of thought that nobody would be able to get to these apple trees, because that one is absolutely full every year of cooking apples. This one, there's a few eating apples on it this year. This is the first year in about 3 that we've got some apples on it, because they were both, shall we say, pruned, but they were just cut back. But anyway, we're here, we're on the plot. As you can see, I can pass things through the fence there. You can see I'm about to feed the birds. I've got some beetroot down there to put in, so I'll give you a little bit of a plot tour once I've got some got these beetroot in. Right, I thought it was about time I give you a bit of a plot tour. You'll have seen what I'm surrounded with regards weeds, and I will admit, yes, I'll take my hat off and hold my hands up. I am probably as guilty as any, well, I am guilty it's my plot, so I should be weeding it. End of. And I do get and weed some of it, but this year seems to be a real uphill struggle with regards to mare's tail. But I'll give you a whiz round. I'll show you why I've also put that beetroot in that you saw being done earlier. Give you something to laugh at. So here we go. Salads, i.e. some lettuce. This one's just starting, about to go. That'll come out probably tomorrow, but can't moan with any of this at all. A lot of this, what I'm doing is I'll just take like that leaf off there, a couple of leaves off here, some leaves off here, some of these, and then put them in a bowl and keep it in the fridge, and it's keeping me going. Strawberries, that netting kit, brilliant bit of kit. I forgot to mention, well, I probably mentioned, but I don't know whether I showed you, but these little clips that help to hold the netting on, absolutely brilliant. Great little bits of kit. But yes, strawberries doing well, more flowers coming, can't moan there. This bed here, now this had the garlic in this end, and that end has got my best selection of mare's tail. No, it's got broad beans in it, and then amongst all this bloody weed and stuff, there's broad beans that are ready to pick, I would say. So we'll have them out in the next couple of days, and then completely clear. Let me pull back, and then completely clear that bed out. I've got some plans for next year, and I may as well tell you now. Let's see. Oh, dreaded cabbage white butterfly. Oof. Right, before I start and waffle and talk my usual garbage, there you go. That'll give you a bit of an idea. That bed, that bed, that bed, and that bed. Next year I've decided I'm going to combine all those four together. I'm going to get all my paths up, get all this wood chip up, get all the weed suppressant membrane, get all that up, and then I can then just concentrate on joining these beds up, making bigger beds, which then means less chance of mare's tail invading from the paths into the other beds. Make sense? See where I'm coming from? As in, like, down here, because there's a path, there's mare's tail on the path side of that board. If that's all out and that becomes a normal part of the bed, there's less chance of invasion from the mare's tail. I think I'm talking sense. I think you know where I'm coming from, but that's what I'm doing. Right, back to the plot tour. Courgettes. Bit sorry, but I've popped in a few onions around them as well. Let's have a look, what's the variety? Well, that's quite ironic. Sure thing. Well, there's nothing too sure about them, is there? Look at that. Sad, sorry looking thing. I did go over it with, the leaves had gone a little bit yellow, and I put some Epsom salts onto them, and I will admit it has perked them up. I worked a little bit of Epsom salts round them and put a little bit through the watering when I watered, and yes, they are picking up. They're not doing too bad at all. Over here, celery, lettuce. Again, lettuce is protected from the birds just to help. And again, as you can see with what I was saying about with getting these beds up, what I want to do is leave this central path, because it goes straight through the middle and onto that plot nicely. So I shall put those 4 beds together, maybe even include these 2 and put all those 6 beds together. Might just put the lot, all of that together, and then I've only got 1 main perimeter. All that in the middle will all be dug over, and I can hopefully will reduce the risk of the mare's tail and so on coming in. Let's go down here. Carrots, not doing too bad. These, when were these sown? 30th of the 4th. They're not particularly brilliant. They're coming on. They're doing better than they were. The beetroot, let me just show you. Now then, here you go. Can you see that? Eh? That's my beetroot. It looks like the birds have been having the tops off these. So that's why I've put that in. Carrots, going back to carrots, these have been sown direct, but these superb specimen along here, all these are the ones I'd sown into seed trays, and I don't know, let's see if we can do a bit of circling. Can you see, look? Turn that back down, but they're doing really well. I'm going to do that again, I think, next year, most definite. And the parsnips, well, I've had a bit of a furcle, and as you can see here, see, that's looking a good sized parsnip, and there's 1 or 2. They're all looking, whether when I come to get them up they end up looking like my hand and got about 9 legs on them. Again, look, see, really nice. Whether they'll end up like that, I don't know, but they're doing well. Calabrese, can you see in there? Nice heads coming on these. I have had this one at the end. I've harvested that one, and you can just see, if I push, no maybe not, but you can just see some more heads coming. Smaller little Calabrese again, can't moan with them. Over here, sprouts down the middle, and turnips down the side here. As you can see with that there, turnip, snowball, and I'm quite pleased with that. That's done really nice. That's there's no getting away from the potatoes, is there? We're watering these at the moment as I speak. Move that along to the next bucket. But yes, let's take you over here. All that big bunch there, they are Albert Bartlett Rooster, and these here, which are starting to come into flower. Don't potato flowers look nice? They do, don't they? These are Salpomera. Now then, another disgrace moment. This again, as you can see, I've been pulling out some of the weed. Again, it's got broad beans in. And then, yes, I don't mind admitting I'm a bit ashamed to show you this, but again, it's got broad beans in here. and a lot of mare's tail and other weeds. I just haven't got on top of weeding it. Rhubarb, we've been having plenty of rhubarb. We're doing some rhubarb gin at the moment. Hey, that's looking good. Let's take you up to the beans. Now then, beans, can't really moan with any of that. They've had a bit of Epsom salts on them over the last few days. The leaves have gone a little bit yellowy, but they've been watered regular, and Epsom salts applied to just put a bit of, because I believe the yellowing is a magnesium deficiency, hence the use of Epsom salts. Onions, now then, these are a variety called Fen Globe. They're heat treated onion sets. When I put these in, this bed was mucked, had some muck dug into it. It had some onion fertiliser worked in. The weed suppressing fabric was put down, holes cut, and the onion sets were placed in after they'd been grown in seed trays, and they were about 6 inches high or so. And I've got to be honest, apart from some of the weeds coming through, I'm really pleased with them. None of them look like they've bolted. I don't know whether this is a bit of rust or not, or what, but whatever it is, I'm very, very pleased with the onions. Really chuffed to bits. Right, over here now we have, let's go around the other side, because I've got labels around there. I can tell you what we've got. I've got some broccoli here. This is some called Autumn Spear. That's doing quite nicely. 6 Calabrese, or broccoli again. That's Iron Man. Had a bit of a disaster here with the cabbage, the ruby ball. That one is just about surviving. There was 6 in all, but there's another one just over there that's sort of surviving. Cabbage, January King. Well, there's one here, and then one over there next to it looks like swede or turnip, so I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to interfere with that. Right, leeks. There's 60 2 3 4 5, yeah, 65. You can't really see a great deal as it is at the moment, or at least I don't think so. But there's 65 in here. There is giant winter white, all those along there, and these here, the good old, everybody's favourite, Musselburgh. So that's them. Let's go over here with the sweet corn. I've left the netting up around the sweet corn because of me putting in, as you can see, putting some bit of lettuce in. Can't moan with that. In here is swede, and again we need to be doing a bit of weeding in there, but all that there is swede. I started them. These pots are basically bottomless. I shall be removing them shortly, because the with that being bottomless, I should be able to just pull that straight out, and the plants seem to be fairly well established. Where there's more than one, I'm going to leave them, simple as. Here, these here are 2 rows of purple sprouting broccoli, an early variety and a late. They will get thinned out and put out on the plot at a later stage. They're the end of my peas. There was peas in there which have now been removed and the beetroot put in. Some more onions over here. These are some Bedfordshire Champion from seed, which is up to there, just up to that there. Then from there on, they again are onion sets. They are, yes, they're Fen Globe again. I had some more. I sent for some more and I put them in. Again, a few more onions there, Bedfordshire Champion, and some peas here that will be ready to pick. And then up the end here, spring onions, which I've been harvesting regular. Need I say any more? Done really well. So yeah, that's it. That's a bit of a plot tour. Some of it I am a little bit embarrassed to show you with the amount of weed and so on that's in there, but these things happen. I need to put more time in really with regards weeding things, but it's a little bit awkward to do at the moment, but we will get there. So yeah, that's me plot tour for July, well, beginning of July.
Got